In today's hyper-connected world, you know the feeling, right? It often seems like there's an almost irresistible pressure to lay bare every single detail of your life. From your morning coffee ritual to your latest career triumph, your daily struggles, your big wins, it's all expected to be out there, shared.
Yeah, for the world to see.
But what if the true secret to strength, to genuine peace, and maybe even to profound, lasting success lies not in sharing more, but in strategically sharing less?
Okay.
What if you could build an invisible shield around yourself, a personal fortress of privacy that actually empowers you?
That's precisely the intriguing concept we're diving into today. In an era where every moment seems to generate a digital footprint,
Right.
and constant updates are just the norm, privacy isn't just a right, it's really evolved into a powerful strategic choice.
A strategic choice. I like that framing.
Yeah, and we're going to unpack some really specific, maybe quite counterintuitive insights from our sources, insights into why guarding certain information about your life can be profoundly empowering, and frankly, vital for your well-being in a way many of us might not expect.
Okay, let's unpack this mission then. Our deep dive today is all about extracting those surprising facts and hopefully truly actionable insights from the material we've gathered for you. We're going to explore 5 critical areas that our sources emphatically suggest you absolutely must keep private.
5 key areas. Got it.
Your deepest fears, your income, your love life, your big plans, and those sensitive family issues. And trust me, the benefits of holding back are, well, far more unexpected and powerful than you might possibly imagine.
Interesting.
Let's jump in and explore this idea of building your own invisible shield. So first up, let's talk about your deepest fears. The weapons people can use against you. We all have them, don't we?
Absolutely.
Whether it's that gnawing fear of failure, the sting of rejection, the chill of loneliness, or even something as fundamental as poverty or illness.
Right. Basic human anxieties.
And we're constantly told, that sharing our fears can be therapeutic, a way to connect, build trust.
Right. That's the common wisdom, yeah. Vulnerability equals connection.
But what our sources highlight as particularly insightful and, frankly, a bit counterintuitive to how we often think about vulnerability is a strong caution against revealing your deepest fears to just anyone. Why is that specific nuance so critical?
Well, it's interesting because this idea, it finds strong corroboration in both history and psychology. The material points out that human beings, unfortunately, sometimes have a documented tendency to exploit vulnerability.
Really? Exploit them?
Yeah. Consider how politicians sometimes leverage public fears to gain power, right?
Okay, I see that.
Or how con men relentlessly prey on people's anxieties. Even in personal relationships, let's say, toxic individual might diligently study your insecurities and then subtly weaponize them to keep you feeling trapped or reliant.
Oof, that's dark.
It is. Or in the workplace, a ruthless colleague could discover your fear of being overlooked and strategically use it to undermine your position, maybe push you aside. It's not about being cynical necessarily, but rather about being acutely aware of, human nature.
That's a chilling thought, and it almost goes against that common advice we hear about being vulnerable. But what do our sources say specifically about people's propensity to weaponize fears, or even just spread negative details about them instead of offering empathy? Are there studies on this?
Absolutely. The research suggests that not only can fears be weaponized, but people are often more likely to remember and spread negative details about others than positive ones.
Oh, wow. So the negative stuff sticks.
It seems to, yeah. So if you reveal your fears, they might not just stay private. They could indeed spread like wildfire and become part of your public persona, shaping how others perceive you, whether you like it or not.
So the advice isn't deny your fears?
No, not at all. It's more about managing them strategically. Instead of exposing them widely, the power comes from working silently on overcoming them.
How? Like, what does that look like?
Well, this might mean journaling your anxieties, seeking a trusted confidential therapist, or maybe developing a personal action plan without needing public declarations.
Right, keeping it internal or within a very safe container.
Exactly. The less the world knows what truly paralyzes you, the stronger you appear, and maybe the stronger you become internally. Imagine that quiet confidence, walking into a room, knowing your true weaknesses are your own.
Powerful indeed. Okay, next on our list of things to guard closely, your income. The silent trigger of jealousy and betrayal, money. Always a touchy subject, isn't it?
Always.
Some people love to brag about it, others go to great lengths to hide it. But our sources reveal a surprising truth. Both extremes can seriously damage relationships. How exactly does revealing your income, whether it's a lot or a little, trigger this cascade of jealousy, gossip, even sabotage?
When we connect this to the broader landscape of human interaction, it really highlights the fragility of relationships when money enters the equation.
Fragility.
In friendships, knowing what someone earns can breed hidden resentment, maybe a sense of unfairness, even if unspoken.
Right. Comparisons start immediately.
They do. In families, it often leads to endless comparisons, disputes, and frankly, a lot of unnecessary drama that can linger for years.
Oh, I can imagine that.
And in workplaces, if colleagues discover your salary, they might feel undermined themselves, or they might even demand the same treatment, creating tension and competition where maybe none existed before. It just injects an often unnecessary element of comparison.
That makes perfect sense. And another crucial takeaway from the material suggests something quite stark, actually. It says we're often more competitive about income with friends and relatives than with total strangers.
That's right. It's a very interesting finding.
So the very people you love and trust could become bitter just by knowing what you earn.
Precisely. And for a truly dark twist, our sources share that financial information can even turn loved ones into enemies.
Enemies, wow.
Well, we've all heard stories, or maybe even witnessed firsthand, siblings fighting bitter legal battles over inheritances. Or relatives plotting against each other, driven purely by financial jealousy. Your income is profoundly your private matter. Keeping it discreet doesn't just protect you. It actively prevents unnecessary tension and negativity from seeping into your most important social circles. It's about protecting your peace of mind, really, and the integrity of those relationships.
Protecting your peace.
Okay.
Moving on, we come to your love life. The more you reveal, the more you risk. Now, love is supposed to be this private, sacred, intimate thing, isn't it?
Ideally, yes.
Yet, in the age of Instagram, TikTok, constant updates, couples often overshare every single moment, from that first date to their latest argument.
The highlight reel, and sometimes the low light reel, too.
Exactly. And this oversharing, believe it or not, is far from harmless. In fact, our sources suggest it can be incredibly destructive. Why does exposing something as personal as a love life to public scrutiny invite so much trouble?
It's fascinating because exposing your love life publicly, it effectively invites opinions, judgments, and even direct interference from others who simply aren't privy to the full picture. They don't know the context.
Right, they just see snippets.
Exactly. Friends might secretly envy your relationship, or strangers online might openly criticize or gossip about details they've seen. And at its worst, those who harbor ill will maybe former partners, maybe rivals. They might deliberately try to sabotage your happiness based on information they glean, which raises an important question for you, the listener. Why would you hand them that power? Why give anyone the tools to undermine something so precious?
I can see the logic in that, particularly with the curated images we often see online. But what about the argument that sharing can foster a sense of community or allow couples to seek support when they need it? Are the sources suggesting a complete blackout?
Not necessarily a complete blackout, but rather extreme discretion. It highlights that couples who overshare their relationship online are often, ironically, the ones struggling the most behind closed doors.
Oh, interesting. So the perfect picture hides the cracks.
More often than not, yeah. Those perfectly curated pictures can be a mask hiding insecurity and instability. The community you gain through oversharing can come with a very high cost of privacy.
Right.
And there's another subtle but potent danger. Revealing too much, even to trusted friends or family, like, say, details of one heated argument, can permanently damage how they view your partner.
Ah, that's a really good point. They might not forgive as easily as you do.
Exactly. Even if you and your partner forgive and move on, your loved ones might hold on to that negative impression. Our sources are clear. Love requires a certain degree of privacy to truly thrive. The less others know about the intimate details, the stronger and more resilient your bond can remain. It's less subject to those external pressures and judgments.
Right, keeping it protected. Okay, fourth on our list, and this one really resonated with me. I think we've all been guilty of it at some point. Your big plans. Dreams die when exposed too early.
Ah, yes, the premature announcement.
Totally. That moment you excitedly tell everyone about a big career goal or a groundbreaking idea, only to find the initial buzz quickly fades and the critiques start rolling in.
Or just silence.
Right. Our sources really underscore that one of the deadliest mistakes people make is announcing their big plans before they've actually materialized. Why is this so detrimental?
This is where psychology offers a really compelling explanation. It's often called social reality.
Social reality.
Yeah. When you announce your goals to the world, your brain often feels a false sense of accomplishment.
Oh, like you've already done it just by talking about it?
Precisely. You trick yourself into thinking you've already achieved something significant just by talking, and as a result, your intrinsic motivation actually drops. It's almost like your brain says, well, job done, I got the praise, before any real work has even started. The external validation can hijack the internal drive.
That's incredible. So we're essentially getting a premature dopamine hit just by talking.
Yeah.
And it gets worse, doesn't it? The more people you tell, the more negativity you might encounter.
Exactly. Some will doubt you, some will actively discourage you.
Yeah, the be realistic crowd.
Right. And some, perhaps even secretly, might work to stop you altogether, motivated by their own insecurities or maybe envy. History, our sources tell us, is filled with inventors, entrepreneurs, leaders whose brilliant ideas were stolen simply because they shared them prematurely with the wrong people.
So the takeaway is,
Your dreams deserve protection. Work silently. Let your success be the noise. Because, as the material powerfully states, an idea revealed too early is like a seed exposed to harsh winds. It just never gets the chance to grow.
needs that quiet space to take root.
It needs that protected internal space to truly flourish.
Okay. Finally, we come to your family issues. The trap of public shame. Every single family has its problems, right? Arguments, financial struggles, generational conflicts, betrayals.
It's an unavoidable part of the human experience, unfortunately.
It really is. But our sources warn that the biggest mistake you can make is dragging those issues outside your immediate circle. Why does sharing family disputes with outsiders invite gossip, judgment, and sometimes even outright mockery?
Well, a key insight from the material on this point is how vulnerable you become when others are privy to your family's weaknesses.
Vulnerable how?
People might lose respect for you, perhaps. They might try to manipulate you. Or they could use that sensitive information against you in various ways, maybe in a professional setting or a social one.
I see that.
In extreme cases, family secrets exposed in the wrong circles have led to broken reputations, bitter lawsuits, even more tragic outcomes, which, again, raises an important question for you, the listener. Is the temporary relief of venting really worth that long-term, potentially devastating risk?
It's rarely worth it, is it? Even trusted friends, as much as they might care, cannot always remain neutral or objective. They might unintentionally spread your story, or they might silently judge you based on what you've shared, creating a permanent shift in their perception of you or your family. And crucially, once words leave your mouth,
You can never take them back. That's a critical point. Many psychological counselors actually warn that oversharing family issues often worsens them. Yeah.
Because outsiders, even with good intentions, tend to inflame conflicts rather than genuinely help solve them. They might take sides, offer biased advice based on limited info, or simply escalate the emotional temperature.
Right, adding fuel to the fire.
Pretty much. The advice from our sources is clear. Your family struggles should be handled with dignity, patience, and wisdom inside the family circle, not outside it. It's about protecting the sanctity and privacy required for genuine healing and resolution.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? We've just delved into 5 critical areas of your life that our sources strongly suggest you guard closely. Your deepest fears, your income, your love life, your big plans, and your family issues.
5 big ones. The overarching message, crystal clear from all the material, is that by safeguarding these aspects of your life, you are essentially constructing, well, that invisible shield around yourself.
An invisible shield. I like that metaphor.
Think about it. People simply cannot manipulate what they do not know. Jealousy cannot grow where there is no exposure, and sabotage, it can't succeed when secrets are diligently protected.
Exactly. And what's fascinating here is the core argument that silence is not weakness. It is a profound strategy.
A strategy, not just being quiet.
Right. The most powerful people in history, across all fields, leaders, warriors, entrepreneurs, visionaries, the sources argue they all mastered the art of secrecy. They understood one fundamental truth. Information is power, and power must be guarded.
Information is power.
And this encourages us, I think, to critically question the pervasive modern assumption that all sharing is inherently good. We need to carefully consider the implications of every piece of information we choose to reveal.
That's a crucial point. In today's noisy, constantly connected world, silence isn't just quiet, it's Well, it's shocking. It's mysterious. It can be incredibly magnetic.
It stands out.
It really does. Our sources make a powerful point. The less you share, the more respect you might actually command. The fewer intimate details people know about your life, the harder it becomes for them to control, to judge, or even to destroy you.
It limits their leverage.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So the next time you feel that almost irresistible temptation to overshare, just pause, take a moment, and ask yourself this crucial question directly from our material. Am I truly empowering myself right now, or am I handing someone else the key to control me?
That's the core question, isn't it?
It really is. Remember this. Privacy is peace. Secrecy is survival. Silence is power.